What up, everyone? It's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hip-hop superstar, icon, legend, mogul, philanthropist, just legend all around. We talking about Snoop Dogg. Talks about how Master P saved him from Suge Knight and Death Row Records. Now, as we all know, 1996, that was really the end of Death Row Records right there. You know, Tupac passed away. Suge Knight was getting ready to get locked up. Folks, Dr. Dre had already left at the beginning of 96, so that was the end of Death Row really right there. They still had some stuff in the vault, that infamous Death Row vault. They kept them going for a few years after that, but at that point, it was really over for Death Row Records at the end of 1996. Now, Snoop Dogg, that was one of the big hits to Death Row Records, that when he left, it was really over with because they didn't have that flagship artist, that mainstream artist that could still carry that Death Row flag while Suge was locked up and everything was just going down the drain. Well, we all know Suge Knight made it ultra tough for Snoop Dogg to move around in LA. He made it tough for him to get out of his contract until Master P came along, and while Suge was in jail, they negotiated a deal where it was somewhere about $3-4 million. Master P paid that to Suge Knight. Suge Knight released Snoop Dogg to No Limit Records, but he still owned part of the Snoop Doggy Dogg name. That's why Snoop had to change his name from Snoop Doggy Dogg to Snoop Dogg. Then it was still parts of the sales was going to go to Suge Knight as well. So they signed the deal with the devil right there, working with Suge Knight. Anyway, Snoop Dogg talks about how Master P saved him from Death Row Records, how he taught him how to do business, get a house in his name, get cars in his name, and get his life together to be the businessman that he is. Let's take a look at this clip from Snoop.
No limit, there wouldn't be no money in rap. I come by the studio, get on the song. Master P like, how much you want for the song? In my mind, I'm like, I'm broke right now. I ain't getting no money. Then give me 15. But I'm thinking like 1,500, because I just need something. I come back the next day, Master P wrote me a check for 35,000. He said, what you working on? I said, I got this album called Death Row. It's hard. He like, hold on, bro. He closed the door. You ain't gonna live to see that album come out. He said, let me make an offer to you. At the beginning of my career, Suge Knight had everything in his name. When I got on No Limit, the first thing Master P did was took me to buy a house. Next day, you and wifey go get a car. All this shit's in my name. Well, Master P showed me how to put a label together, how to go get money, how to eat, how to make money off my tours, how to make money off of movies, how to create a different lane for me to be seen differently.
Hey, Nation, there you have it. You know, Suge Knight had a headlock on the rap game for a long time, had folks scared of him. Folks still scared of him to this day. But they just, you know what I'm saying, they move differently now. They talk a lot of trash about Suge Knight because he is locked up. But when he was out there, especially during the prime, we talking like 91 to 2003, wasn't nobody messing with Suge Knight because they feared him. He was probably hip-hop's most feared man for the longest period of time. So, but Master P wasn't playing those games. He said he ain't scared of him. You know, we've seen interviews where Master P's talked about the whole negotiation that went down with Suge Knight, and he said he wasn't scared of him. I mean, they had all them down south boys that was ready to go, and that's why Snoop Dogg went down south. You know what I mean? He had the protection of No Limit Records, Master P, all them soldiers down there in New Orleans. They wasn't going for that. Nation, what do you think about Snoop Dogg's comments on Master P business wise? What do you think about him being saved from Death Row Records? What do you think about Master P paying Snoop Dogg instead of giving him $1,500, and I've heard that vary from $1,500 to $3,500, and then paying him $35,000 for that verse? Tell me how y'all feel about Master P's business mind. Nation, y'all let me know in the comment section down below, and make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Peace.